Hi, I'm Lynn Scheurell from mycreativecatalyst.com, and I have a question for you. Where are you unconscious? So this is a really interesting question because you can't really tell where you're unconscious as much as you can see the effects of being unconscious in your life. So let me explain what that means. It's you can see where you're unconscious because you're getting the results that you don't really want. So, or you may just not even know that you're not getting the results. Your life is just happening by default. So maybe you are not real happy with things, but you don't really do a whole lot about it. Maybe you're even in resistance to what's happening. Maybe you are fitting the roles that other people have for you, or you're living between the lines, or you're doing what other people say because you think that's going to work out. Maybe you're using your ingenuity and your creativity to generate just enough for survival. So the boogeyman, you're just one step ahead of the boogeyman, whatever that means for you, and you're pushed. You don't know quite what to do about that, but it doesn't feel good. You're settling for a life that isn't big enough. The story you're telling about yourself or the story you're living isn't accurate. It's not enough for who you're here to be. So now there are hardy souls who decide that they want to start a business because they want to do what they do, they want to help people, they want to be the best at whatever it is that their skill or natural talent is, and they figure that a business is the best way to be able to do more of what they want to do. So they're right, but not because of the reason that they think that they are. Which I don't know if that makes sense, but here's what I mean by that. People who start their own businesses have an inordinate amount of courage and candor and commitment to do what it takes to go and grow in this lifetime. Because when you're an entrepreneur, you are actually putting yourself on a path of accelerated personal development. When you are an entrepreneur, your beliefs and your issues will come up real fast because you're going to see them in the results that you're getting. Remember we talked about when you're unconscious, you can't see it, you see it through the results you're getting? Same thing happens in business. When you have beliefs that aren't working for you and that's what you're using to create your business experience, that is going to be what's reflected in your results. So for example, if you have something within you around, and everybody's got them, whether it's abandonment or scarcity or anger or lack of self-worth or security issues or whatever, that's going to show up in your business in various ways. It might be not having enough clients, or you're attracting clients that you don't think you want to be working with. They're people that you don't know why they're coming to you. You are not getting the cash flow. You don't have the resources. You're not getting the joint venture opportunities. Whatever it is, usually those things can be tracked back to something that's happening. It's a hidden dynamic within your energy field. So now my personal belief is that we're always experiencing what we need to experience to help us get to our next best level. So that's the good news. And it's inviting us to step up and to boldly and honestly express who we are and who we're meant to be here. And our life purpose becomes tangible through our businesses. But it's hard to see the magic and the challenges when the only perspective you have is your own. The best example I have for that is that it's hard to look at your own eyeball, right? So you, like everybody else, needs to have a fresh perspective. And you can't see what's too close to you. So when you can see things with a new eye, when you can connect your dots in a new way, when you can find the meaning in your life beyond what is happening now, you are in alignment. You're in more alignment, greater and greater alignment with who you are and who you're meant to be. And that's very powerful. When you're an entrepreneur and you're in that aligned place, everything can flow easier. Your business will start having bigger results. And when you know how to take actions in a practical way from that inspired, powerful place, then you start getting some amazing results. So it all starts with knowing where you're unconscious. That's the bottom line. So what can you do about that? Well, here are 3 ways to discover where you're unconscious. First, do an honest inventory of what's happening in your life or business. So look at what doesn't feel good, what isn't working, what are the results that I'm getting that I don't really want to be getting, what feels hard, what feels like it's a pattern. Make a list of these things and start looking for the threads, look for the commonalities to see what is happening, and to see chances are those experiences are probably going to be something that relates to something else in your life. So, but you want to, first of all, you got to find your threads. You've got to find your commonalities. So make an inventory. Look at those things with a very non-judgmental but honest viewpoint. Okay, 2, look at your mirrors. So what I mean by that is look at the people around you. Are they talking about the things that you're interested in? Are they living similar lives? Are there things that they're doing that kind of bug you? Because chances are, if they're doing something that doesn't feel good for you, it's probably got a relationship somewhere in your life, and it might be something you need to look at. So look at your own mirrors to see yourself better. That is what a mirror does, right? And 3, you can also hire an experienced guide. By hiring a mentor, whether it's for a class or a series or a retreat or whatever it is, you give yourself the gift of understanding your own personal formula for success. Because if you have an unconscious place, you haven't seen that yet. So, and what's kind of ironic about this is that you're actually successful right now based on the level of consciousness that you have. So if you aren't getting the results you want, your unconsciousness is actually dictating the results you have, and by that degree, you are successful. It's just that it's not conscious success. You see what I mean? So if you want to experience something else, you need to find and create where you the solution to where you're unconscious, so you can shift it. A mentor knows how to do this much more quickly than you can do it on your own. And again, it's because you can't see your own blind spots. This is an investment that can save you years and a lot of time, energy, and all that other stuff. So to learn more about what I do in helping people to discover where they're unconscious, please visit my website at www.evolveyourselfgrowyourbusiness.com. Meanwhile, if you do try one of these 3 things, I'd love to hear about it. So please visit my website, send me an email, and let me know what you discover. I'd love to hear. Take good care.